Hello everybody, thank you for joining. We're here in Lakewood, Colorado. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Department have showed up. We're legally, lawfully parked next to the curb, as you can see. Oh, you can see the curb. I think the homeowners nearby called the police. You know, you buy a home, so they think they own the whole world and the streets around it and everything. Somebody could park $100,000 camper on the street across the street from your house and you call the police, I guess. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Need you guys to be here for us right now. Share, share, share. I'm sure he's just waiting for backup, and he'll come over here with his big flashlight and fucking run all around our car and pound on our windows and shit. You know, it's really none of their fucking business. They'll want you to explain yourself. What are you doing here? This and that. Here they come. I told you, flashlight in the fucking window. He appears to be no name tag, it looks like. I can't see his name or nothing. Can't see his badge. We're parked on the street. He just said we're trespassing.
We're parked on the street.
I'm gonna show you guys how we're parked lawfully on the street. There's the curb. There's no signage. He just said we're trespassing and we need to move along.
We're on a public road.
Yep, we're on a public road. He's trying to intimidate us. And I think I'm going to put my shoes on and go give him an education.
Yeah.
I hope all of our rights and protections are here with us tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a tense situation here. Jefferson County Sheriff's Office has showed up. You're not allowed to sleep in this world. You're not allowed to travel. You're trespassing, or you're camping, or they're going to say you're violating some law. I'm going outside and talk to this guy.
Careful, Dad.
Fucking idiot.
I need to go live.
I need you to lock this after I get out. So, all right. You haven't gone live yet?
Well, I thought I was live, but I'm having issues.
Well, could you be more specific?
Here. I'm having issues. And when I get in there, it's a black screen.
What was that?
I don't know.
There you go, you're live.
Okay.
You got those keys? Lock the door. There's some bullshit out here, guys. So let me just show you where the van is parked. Lawfully on this street right here. I just want you guys to be able to see that. We're not even parked. We're standing in the vehicle. So there's signage up there that says no parking, but not down here though. So this guy's full of shit. He's trying intimidation tactics. And I'm sure he'll resort to excessive force too, so. No, I got some questions for you.
Absolutely.
I heard you say something about trespassing.
Yeah. So
We're not trespassing.
We're getting calls about the cobblestone.
I don't care about your calls. We're practicing the freedom lawfully in this country.
Okay.
And you come out here to... You're treasonous. Do you know that?
So this is the second night I've seen your van. I'm just going to try to let you go. I don't want to cause any issues or anything like that.
We do.
Okay. Are you one of
I want to cause an issue.
Are you a sovereign citizen?
A sovereign citizen? What the fuck is that?
Is that what you guys call yourself?
What is that?
Okay.
I have no idea what that is. You want to tell me what that is? You just mentioned it.
Oh, go ahead. Tell me what's going on.
I asked you what the fuck that is, man.
I don't know. You tell me.
What is a sovereign citizen? I think you're a sovereign citizen.
Okay.
You're the only sovereign citizen around, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are standing here lawfully,
Okay.
and we're not trespassing. And I would like to ask you about that.
Okay.
You said we were trespassing?
Yeah.
Is that what you've been trained, that anybody with a camera is a sovereign citizen?
No.
Why did you say that to me?
You're free to record.
Why would you say that to me?
That's
I need
just
your
what-
business card, please.
My badge number's 23.
No, I need your fucking business card.
Okay. Well, we're not at that point yet. Okay?
I'm getting that business card right
You're
now.
currently trespassing.
What?
You're currently
I'm on the
trespassing.
public sidewalk. Do tell. How am I trespassing?
Trespassing property right here.
Do something about it. I dare you. He says, guys, that this street, Webster, right here, is private property. And that's private property, but this is a public sidewalk. You're obstructing the street, but we're not doing anything. What's a sovereign citizen, guys? Tell me in the comments, would you? Car Thief News, thanks for being here. George Dolly, thanks for being here. Keebler, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, y'all want to tell me how I'm trespassing on this public sidewalk here, where I'm walking? Huh? Or on this street, where we're standing? Anybody, please help me out here. How is this private property? Second night in a row he said he's seen my van. Oh no! Seeing vans more than once, that's a crime. I'm gonna park here every night because these cocksucking homeowners think that they fucking own the street. I'm gonna sit out here, I'm gonna play my music, I'm gonna be as loud as I want, I'm gonna get drunk and throw parties out here. These people are assholes. I've already put this spot on the internet for like free campsites. So if you guys need anywhere to chill, this is where you park at, right here. I'm gonna chill here every night. Hey man, we're still unclear, dude. What are you talking about, this being private property? This is the public sidewalk, isn't it?
This is part of this property.
This is part of this property. Is the street part of the property too? It is not. You're a liar.
It is. This part right here.
Well, there's no clear demarcations.
Okay.
What's your badge number again?
2350.
2350.
Yeah.
So there's no clear demarcations. Nowhere does it say private drive or anything like that, guys.
No, this
So
is a public
he's full of
street.
shit.
This is a public street.
Are you coming out?
And we're lawfully parked.
Yeah, he says I'm trespassing, that this is
Well,
their
and
property.
This is a public.
So it's not clearly
sidewalk.
demarcated, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just take the ride, man.
There's no signage.
I think I should just take the ride so we can get this figured out then.
Take the ride.
What, are you gonna arrest me for trespassing, right? Isn't that what you're threatening me for?
Telling you to just leave.
No, we're not gonna leave.
Okay.
This is a public road, sir.
Until you prove to me that this is private.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. This is, look at this fucking guy. Coming in hot. How many lives did we endanger here? Hey, how's it going? How many lives did we endanger on the way here?
None.
I need your badge number, card, please.
2224.
Thank you.
Yep.
We got another one? Endangering lives?
Here's my card.
Thank you, miss.
You're welcome.
This other sheriff's deputy here is saying that we're on private property.
This is a public street.
I'm not going to come up behind you. I'm coming around, all right?
That's fine. This
You
is
smell
a
nice.
public sidewalk right here. Nobody's trespassing. Nobody's doing anything wrong. Nobody is
Hold
doing
on, can I hear him
anything
talk?
unlawful.
We want to hear him talk.
We're on a public street.
Hi, man. How's it going?
I'm Deputy Tucker.
Deputy Tucker. Nice to meet you, sir. Do you have a card by any chance, please?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This guy's failed to identify to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're not identifying yourself to me.
Well, we don't have to identify.
There's
You're
no
a public
secret police in the
servant.
United States,
There's
sir.
no secret police.
Colorado, this is
You've been unprofessional and very rude from the get.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, it's right
he's
there?
excused.
I'll put
He's
that on my
excused.
1983
He's
complaint.
excused.
Officer,
He's
right there.
excused. I'm excusing him.
All right. We're
He's
going to
been
talk.
rude.
We're
He's
gonna,
been very rude.
do we
from
just
the
want to
get.
take 10 seconds to just kind of bring it down a little bit?
We're on a
After
public
this guy
road.
gives me his card, I'll do just that.
All right,
Absolutely.
Give me the
He's been
fucking
asked to
card,
identify
asshole.
Several times.
Gang tattoos, huh?
Lies.
Gang tattoos. Let me see them. What do you got on your arm, man? You're proud of it, right? Let us see it.
My brother that died.
Let us see it. You're proud of it, right?
My brother that died, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
so you
sir.
fought for rights, you think?
Yeah.
Well, you also.
I got the card. I'm ready to talk.
Okay. All right. Doesn't sound like it's
I'm
working
not
out.
doing anything
Doesn't
unlawful.
sound like it's.
I'm
doesn't
not
sound
doing
like it's
anything
working out.
unlawful.
Doesn't matter.
We can just talk. We can
I'm
just
not
talk
giving up my
about it like that.
force.
Okay.
Nope, not. I don't have
There's
to.
a little crosstalk. I don't know if you noticed, but it's kind of this officer's fault right here
Yeah.
that we can't speak.
We'll just stay calm.
Okay.
All right. And we'll just try to take turns.
One at a
We'll
time.
all be
One at a time.
professional.
One at a
everything
time,
like that.
We'll
okay?
all be
Okay.
professional.
So, okay. What is the issue at hand? I haven't talked to my partner, so I'm just going
Good. I'll let you talk to him then.
So, contacted them. I just wanted them to move off the
Keep him in
property.
the.
Okay.
Their feelings.
Okay.
Is this private property right here?
So,
Is this private property? No, it's a public roadway. It's a public street. Public.
Because we're not the one. I'll
We're-
contest
we're
it.
on the
You can
public
take me to fucking jail.
Sidewalk.
okay. If I'm able to verify that this is private property, which you all would.
This
would you
public
all,
street right here?
Would
This
you,
public road, there's no signage.
Yeah, if you could
There's
verify
no-
that, I'll
there's
leave.
no
okay.
signage.
Yeah.
If I can verify
Sure.
that this is private property, you guys will leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely,
All right.
but there's no adequate
Can you stay?
signage.
Can you stay with us while we go and verify that stuff? We have on our computers the ability to look at property lines.
Well,
and
yeah,
stuff
so do
like
I.
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on the
everyone
internet.
has
I'll
that
be perfectly
ability.
clear.
It's
I want
not
to say
that
I want
hard.
to say that the business owner has contacted us about you guys, and the business owner is under the impression that this is private property.
Wow,
Well,
man.
then
So
he
we
needs
have-
to be better
okay,
educated.
So we have
He's
sort
been
of
misinformed.
we just have a dispute that we have to sort out, right?
Yeah.
That's one of our responsibilities. Right?
Super.
Is understanding these kinds
Well,
of things. Okay.
right now, being in America,
Okay.
I have certain rights, and I haven't.
This shouldn't be
hurt
happening.
Or harmed anybody.
No matter what
I
the
haven't
business-
contacted anyone.
But we've
I've
already,
been here
we've actually
quietly.
already
Okay,
agreed. with
3
one
more
another
units
that
have showed
if
up.
we are on private
Boom.
property,
So this is
you
3
have-
units here,
Right.
3 more units there.
You don't, and
Number
that's,
one,
and
there's
that's
not adequate signage. So
Okay.
you guys, as a town,
All right.
need to better educate the public that there is.
yeah. All right. So
There's
so
no proper
okay.
signage.
No, okay.
And I'm
So
making that
I'll
noted
address-
for the
I'll
record.
just address this right now.
For the record.
I'll just address this right now. There doesn't mean
We do still have
private property. There isn't going to be a sign in front of that house that says it's private property. It's not going to be there either.
So I know there's that.
Where it goes to
Camden
public
just
business,
asked
goes
if
to
you
businesses. Okay, thank you. Because I'm not doing anything unlawful, and I also noted for the record.
On yours to just look at it and verify it and everything like that. Do we have the business owner's information and everything like that? Could we maybe just contact him and see what you find out, and then we'll go from there? Cool.
In my experience, the business owner does not own the street.
Yeah, they don't own the road.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
Or the sidewalk.
Here's-
They
Let me
have
just
to maintain
can I
it,
just try to maybe explain a little bit of perspective here and everything like that?
Sure.
Okay. So if we look at this street right here, right? We have a series of businesses that are along this street. It's entirely possible that this street was constructed by these businesses and that this is private property. It is entirely possible. I'm not sitting here and going to say by authority, yes it is. I want to verify that myself so that we can figure that
Usually
out.
when streets are private, the street signage is blue. And I don't see blue street signages.
Okay.
You know, usually,
There's just no clear demarcation at all.
there's not
There's
clear
no
detail.
private
If
drive
you guys-
signage.
If you guys are unaware that it's private property or not private property, that's what we're here to kind of
Well,
sort out,
it
right?
needs
Yeah.
to be better
Because you
informed,
guys-
and that's my problem that I have.
Okay, and that's
To
a
be
problem.
better
That's a problem,
informed.
but it doesn't arise to an actual issue that we could address.
Well, no, this
Right.
town needs.
I like your style, man,
to be
though.
I do too. I
So-
like.
so
I
we're
like
just-
your
we're
style,
just
too.
trying to
Much
figure this
better-
out and
much
everything
more
like that.
professional than used to be.
That's kind of aside.
Just saying.
Not going anywhere, not reaching for anything.
Opinion.
So we're just gonna sort this
Yeah,
out.
it's
and everything
fine.
like that.
I don't need your permission for anything I do in my life.
We're,
Ma'am.
we're just gonna let them sort this out, I think. Okay.
And that's
She's just a
exactly what-
quota hire, in my humble opinion.
Well, I think that's an assumption, and you're allowed to make that assumption.
Well, you know,
That's right, because I live in America. I'm still free here.
oh yeah, the other officer insisting right away that we're a sovereign citizen. I don't even know what that is.
I
So
don't either.
that kind of
I
escalated
think
things
in my
immediately.
humble
I don't like being
opinion,
called
we're
names, and he
sovereign
wouldn't
in
tell
my
me what
humble
that meant
opinion.
at all.
That's
What is
my
a sovereign
opinion.
citizen, guys?
What I'll say to that question is, I would really just like to cross the bridge that we have at hand,
All right.
as whether or not this is private property, as to whether or not you guys are entitled to be here, like allowed to be here, and everything
Thank you,
like that.
entitled. I
I
love
would,
your
I would
style.
rather, I
That's
would
right.
rather, I would
Entitled.
rather address that, and then once we cross that bridge, we can then talk about conduct. We can talk about how this went. We can talk about everything
Well,
like that. I can answer any questions that you
There
have
are
as it relates to that,
some deputies
and then we'll go from
that
there.
is hired by, is this Jefferson County?
Correct. You're in Jefferson
Yeah.
County, Colorado.
Yeah, well, yeah, sometimes it's, what is it, Arapahoe County?
Yeah, we're
Lakewood.
close. We're close.
Yeah.
We're close to Arapahoe. We're close to Douglas.
Usually
we're close to
Lakewood.
Denver, even. You know, we're
Yeah.
pretty close to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't get y'all's names.
Hey, my name's Jamie, man. You've been
Jamie?
super.
I am
Jamie.
not giving up my
Yeah,
force.
thank you for
because
shaking
I
my
don't
hand.
have to.
That's fine.
I don't have to.
We don't-
These two were
At
very
this point,
unprofessional.
at this
Again,
point,
in my humble
at
opinion.
this point, you don't have to.
No.
But like, let me be clear.
Until I
If we-
have to,
until you
I'm
have
not going
correct,
to.
Correct. I just don't
Exactly.
want there to be problems.
Yeah, you
If it
actually
doesn't
never
get
have to. The
never
Constitution
have to.
protects you against that.
That's right.
Yeah, the state laws are
guys-
repugnant.
are you guys-
so
are you
State laws
guys-
are repugnant.
Are you guys familiar with like what the process would be if you didn't identify yourself?
yeah, you take us downtown and then you get the information if you have probable cause a crime
If
has
you
been
have-
committed.
Yeah,
Correct.
But
Right?
until there's a
Right now, you don't even have reasonable articulable
I'm just-
suspicion. we
Yeah,
don't
you
even
don't
got to
even
do
have
this,
to be
dude.
talking to
Nothing
y'all.
you guys have said has been reasonable at all.
at all.
We absolutely do have reasonable suspicion.
That's not true.
And the reason
Nothing you've
suspicion
said
is
has
reasonable-
been reasonable.
Okay.
Nothing.
No.
So it stops
Wait.
right there at reasonable.
Yeah, at
This is a
reasonable.
public roadway. There's no
This
clear
is a
demarc. No,
public-
I'm talking now. I let you
Go ahead,
talk,
Jamie. Go
and I want to say what I have to say.
Go ahead.
There's no clear demarcations. None of you have been reasonable. Okay, so there is no reasonable articulable suspicion.
Yes.
I think that the way that
None.
you're using reasonable and the way that we're talking about reasonable are might be two different things.
See, we're on a public street, sir.
Hold on now. Let's wait for them to report it back to us. All right.
It's because I know. I wasn't born yesterday.
It's a public sidewalk, and there's no clear demarcation. So your private property owner is going to have to make what's known as reasonable accommodations for privacy.
By y'all.
Yeah.
He needs to be educated.
A disposition's
will.
going to be
I know how to
provided
have. I know how to have a protest.
just
I
as
do.
as much as a disposition is going to be provided to you all. It's going to be provided to the complainant as well, right?
Great.
So
Thank you.
that's how
I
that's
so
gonna work.
appreciate that.
Okay, Zens, what do we have?
No more harassment, I'm sure.
So it's asphalt. It's private property.
The asphalt is.
Yep.
The asphalt's
Yeah,
private property,
This is
Asphalt is
private.
not.
but the sidewalk's public.
This part
This-
right here is
private.
private.
So we're allowed to use the street then, right?
So it's a
I mean, if we're allowed to use
I'll
the
back
sidewalk,
up
then
and
we're
I'll
allowed to use the
recount-
street.
I'll
She's gonna
report.
tell
There
you.
is
You
a
wanna pay
Jeffco ordinance where it does not allow you to sleep in a
Oh, we're not
car
sleeping. We won't.
or stay in a vehicle
We won't.
used for that on a public road.
We won't.
Well, I'll be standing.
We won't do that.
ma'am.
You are. You've been here 2 nights now.
No,
You've been
Incorrect.
told multiple times.
but we're not sleeping. We're not doing what you said.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It does
The letter of the
matter.
law
It
does
does
matter.
matter.
We know that this van is set up for sleeping purposes.
You know that?
You know that?
I do,
How do you know that?
because I know these vans.
You know these vans, every single one. You're full of shit, lady.
Yep. And the fact that you stay here all night and that you've been
But I can stay here all night though?
multiple times.
This is public?
This is public.
This is private.
Wait, I'm having a hard time understanding. He said up into the street was
What he
private.
explained to you was that
What's
that
private
if you
here?
Look at here. The concrete is private property.
But the street
road-
isn't?
But the
road is not.
asphalt.
Well, we're not doing anything she said, so we're
Now-
good
now-
then.
Now let's because we're moving on from the trespass issue, right?
Sure.
Right now we're talking about a county ordinance.
Okay.
That prevents people.
Another
from
officer
staying-
showed up, guys.
From staying
Or people sitting in
on
their
a public
vehicle.
roadway on a public roadway for an extended period. That is what the county
So what
ordinance.
is
Define
the
extended period.
I want that
Okay,
definition.
that's perfectly fine.
I got the Black's Law in my car. We can go look it
Yeah,
up.
we can look up
That's
extended
perfectly
period
fine.
in
We
Black's
can
Law.
go through,
11th
and I will
edition.
read the ordinance to you verbatim.
Okay.
Okay, does that sound good to you?
No,
guys?
you know what? You guys are gonna have to take me to jail, I think, man. This ain't lawful. This ain't constitutional. Ain't nothing you're doing protecting anybody. You guys are all repugnant. You're traitors.
Okay, Jamie, what are we talking about right now?
Look, he's so happy with himself, dude.
Jamie, what are we talking about?
We're talking about how this is all repugnant, man. We're free people.
We're talking about a county ordinance.
He's not my husband. You're assuming.
But first of all, we ain't doing anything y'all said we were doing. You have no proof that we are, okay?
But we do
Period.
But we do have reasonable suspicion to
I don't
investigate
care.
the
I'm
county ordinance.
Go ahead, investigate it.
Excuse me, sir. I'm requesting his card. I want your card.
He's acting as
I
secret
don't
police
care.
again.
Ma'am, what card do you have? Ma'am, what card do you have in your
He
hand?
doesn't-
Do you have mine yet? You
I
don't
want
understand.
your card.
Yeah,
I
she asked
requested
nicely,
it.
man. I heard her. Everyone heard her.
Requested nicely. You're live on the internet.
Just-
Build
He doesn't
those
care. The
bridges,
guy's an
sir.
ass, man.
Build those bridges, sir. You're required to.
Look,
Thank you.
as far as I'm concerned,
Again, I am
you could just give us all the cards and we'll leave. I got
Get
1983
that.
complaints. I know how to sue every one of you personally. It is like one sheet of paper. It's no problem. I'll just sue you guys for violating our rights, okay? Just give me the cards and we'll leave.
Yeah.
Jamie,
I
is that
need
what
each
you-
and
is that
every
what-
one of
is that
your
what we're
cards.
agreeing
please.
upon?
Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna take those cards and sue the shit out of you guys, and then we're gonna leave before that happens.
No, I've only
You're a
got
cunt.
two. I need your card and your card and your
Both will
card.
have. You both will have.
These officers are acting in a manner that will escalate this situation. This is totally unprofessional and violates Lakewood police policies.
Jamie, Jamie, let's be clear. Right now, they're just conversing with one another.
No, that bitch was yelling at my girlfriend. Yeah, so fucking you're wrong about that. Stupid cunt.
None of that's happening right now.
I'm requesting cards, and you're being rude.
Let's get back in the car. Man, Fourth Amendment protections.
You know, at this point, I'm gonna stop them, but they might get a ticket on the windshield for the
Okay.
Yeah, and I want those cards too. All of them.
Again, we're
How do
requesting
you want
each
the
and every
cards
one
if
of
you
your
guys are
cards.
inside of the vehicle?
I asked for them already. I mean, just hand them over, please.
I gave you one, sir. You have mine.
Roven's calling me.
Who?
Roven.
I know that.
Shout out to Roven.
The man, I know these incidents in question.
Maybe not
There's
the
Sarge,
people.
something like that.
you
Let's see
know.
what Sarge was.
I'm baffled that this could be private property, though. I will say that.
We're
And
past
without there
we're past
being any,
talking- we're past. Oh,
without there being any demarcation of any kind, this wouldn't stand in court. Not at all.
no.
So for
No.
you to enforce that is
There's
absolutely
there's
traitorous.
There's no requirement for you to identify. There's no requirement for you to identify what is and what isn't private
If you
property.
want to prosecute someone, there
Do
is.
you have
You
a
do.
sticker on your window that says that everything inside of this vehicle is private property?
I do.
Can you point that sticker out to me that says that everything inside of this vehicle is private property?
Right
I'll be
there.
pretty impressed if it's there.
Oh, I don't know if you can see it,
I
but it's
can't
right
see it,
there.
Jamie.
Yeah, it's right there.
But there's no requirement to mark. Like, it would be undue to require a citizen to mark what is and isn't private
No,
property.
when it's reasonably expected that public vehicles can enter this area from these public roadways right here, then it is required if you want to try to prosecute someone for this. This is clearly open to the public, and people smarter than me on the Supreme Court decided that. If it's reasonably expected that one member of the public that enters said premises, that is considered public. You have to make what's known. No, it's not false. See, and I know what I'm talking about. So please just stop.
You can drive onto private roads and not.
And that's how I know they're public. And that's how I know they're public, because they didn't make what's known as reasonable accommodations for privacy.
So mark that it's a.
No, you need to put a gate. You need to put a barrier to stop the public from coming in. It is true, though, and you guys are just, I'm sorry you're uneducated, but you are, very much so, actually. No, and I study law for fun, so. Do you ever crack a law book?
Yeah.
You do? That's great, because you're totally fucking wrong, all right?
On the driveway of my home, there's no gate.
And I can enter, right? I'm the public. So if I can get in there, it's public. I could take a live stream right on your driveway. Everyone in the world can see it. It's public, dude.
Called and you could be trespassed from it.
But it's public, though. It would never stand in court. It won't work in court. It won't work in court. No, it won't. Not if I'm defending the case. Not if I'm defending the case.
Well, Jamie, you must be much more qualified than I am to argue the rights and wrongs of the Constitution and the limits and unlimited.
I don't think you know the Constitution. Tell me the 5 provisions of the First Amendment. Do you know the Constitution? No. Which one of you can even answer that?
If I told you,
neither one can even answer the First Amendment to the Constitution, guys. There's 5 provisions granted to us in the First Amendment.
That's very nice.
And it has to do with being in the public, one of them,
That's
you know?
really not the issue at hand here, though.
No, it is, because you're talking shit about knowing the Constitution. You're just talking shit.
No, I just told you I don't know the Constitution.
No, you said I must know much more about the Constitution than you do and shit,
Jamie,
which I do. I know much more than you do, apparently.
Well, then we're saying the same thing.
You're
Jamie.
right. I'm just saying you're talking shit because you don't believe that.
I don't believe that I am, and I'm sorry that if you've taken the offense that I am talking.
I have, actually. You shouldn't try to compare knowledge with someone you've never spoken to before.
No, I don't think that you should do the same.
You shouldn't judge me.
I don't think.
Well, you've already proven twice that you're both wrong and you don't know the Constitution. So, I hope you sleep well at night. I know you do with that shit-eating grin on your face because you're an obvious demon. And you seem great. I like your approach, actually, man. You seem like you could learn. You might actually go look at what I'm saying. These are actual Supreme Court rulings, so you guys can argue with whoever you want, but it ain't going to be me, okay? Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right? This shit is important to my life, so I care. So I look it up. And you know what? This is one thing, though. Can I point this out?
Go ahead.
This is super. I didn't catch your name, actually. I'd like to call
Tucker.
Deputy Tucker. Man, you notice how Deputy Tucker has not, he ain't intimidating me. He's not using, like, gang tactics. He ain't shined that flashlight up and tried to, you know, what's that called? Prior restraint, my lens and stuff. You know what I mean? I really respect everything that you've been about here tonight. You know that?
Prior restraint of a lens.
Prior restraint, yeah, like Irizarry v. Yahia. If you shine that light in my lens, you're obstructing my lens.
Oh, okay.
That's called prior restraint.
Nice. Good.
So that means you're restraining my First Amendment right before you've actually gotten the authority to do so. Prior to the authority, you restrain the right.
Correct.
Prior restraint.
Jamie, right now, my partners are just discussing this county ordinance issue.
Sure.
To figure out what we need to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Jamie,
I
is this the
actually
first time-
like doing these things. I'll take the ride if I have to, man, because you know what? These signs need to be up. This shit needs to be up. I know what I'm talking about. And without barriers here, the public can enter here, and the Supreme Court of Colorado would agree with me.
Jamie, it's not going to come to that. We're not going to.
It may come to that.
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to let it come to that point.
You know another thing, too? You shook my hand, man. I can't tell you how much that means. We're trying to build positive relations in the community. There has been a lot of damage done. Yeah, and I even took part in some of it, and I feel bad about it.
Sure.
My dealio is really trying to make positive outcomes with you officers these days. That handshake, it means a lot, man.
I appreciate
you know
that.
that? And these cards y'all give us, it's more than what y'all think it is. It's more than 1983 complaints. It's more than a hobby. This is actually, we're putting you guys all inside of a database, a facial recognition, artificial intelligence database, so that people that you encounter will know who you are before they've even handed you their identity.
That's great.
Yeah, so when you pull people over, it's just gonna like, zzz, it'll get your face off of this video that I made, and it'll compare the two. It'll automatically fax your department and get your records and like your disciplinary jacket and shit through a fax process.
How does that work?
I'm not sure. My buddy's putting it all together. It's like AI and coding and shit.
Like if I
Computers.
If if I pulled somebody over with that technology,
I just shine my camera at you like this.
Oh, they just hold their
and it
camera up
automatically
and it does it.
draws
I
up
didn't know if
every
somebody had
video
like
that's ever been made about
somebody had a
you,
camera.
all of your criminal jacket or your whatever, your work jacket,
Yeah.
all your disciplinary, anything anyone's ever said about you. There's the Brady list. If you guys ever heard of the Brady list, it'll be hooked up to the Brady list and
Some
shit,
of
dude.
them,
So
yeah.
they'll literally have probably more information about you than you have about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty super. I go like this and I get a little shot and I go, thepermanentrecord.com.
Ma'am,
I mean,
ma'am,
thepolicerecord.com.
If she's asking me
Thepolicerecord.com.
questions, I can't hear her.
Thepolicerecord.com.
Please rec-
She just wanted me to get the website right.
Oh,
Ma'am, I can't hear you. I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry.
thepolicerecord.com, she's saying. Check it out. There's Trailblazer badges you can get for like the first 100 users or something like that. So if you go sign up, you could be one of the first Trailblazers.
Is that your website, Police Record?
No, it's not mine. It's a friend of mine. It's a public website, you know, because the public can access it. And even though my friend owns it and it's private, the public can access it, so that makes it public.
I think we have a little bit of disagreement there on that stuff, but
I just think you need a little more
but that's
education,
just-
man.
But that's just a disagreement.
I just
right?
think you
That's
need a
not
little more education.
It's not a. There's
Yeah.
no crime in disagreeing.
The
about
fact
what
of the matter is I'm the public. If I can go in somewhere, it's public. Do you understand that at all? Is that a simple enough concept?
I think that there
Like this
probably
house
are-
over here, it's private. And the lady has made reasonable accommodations. So if I go up, and it'd probably be illegal, but if I tried to go into the house, I likely would not be able to unless she wanted people to come in, and then the door might be unlocked. And then it might be considered public because I was able to walk in there.
What do you think about like the porch of that house right
Public.
now? You think the porch of that house
Absolutely. Is there a gate on it?
You
Is
think
there
it's
a gate
public?
on
Is
it?
Wait, let me ask two
There's no
questions.
gate on it.
Let me ask two questions then. Sorry, those are just the
burr.
other fine citizens of Jefferson.
Yeah. No, we're fine
so,
citizens. Please don't put it that way, man. I help people every day, man. I'm a big part of this community.
Jamie, I mean that when I say that. All right.
Thank you.
So do you think that porch is public property or private property?
So here's the difference now.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right. Now, it's publicly accessible. That makes it public in considerations. But on paper, it's private. So you guys think you could take someone to jail for being on there, but when it comes down to it, they made no reasonable accommodations. So without the reasonable accommodations, it's public.
So
period.
As it relates to like let's say
You know how I know? The Prime guy can go there. The newspaper guy can go there. Anybody can go there.
Let's say that you go.
It's really simple. It's like the license plate on your car, dude. It's public because everybody can see it. It's not concealed. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be argumentative, but you are. You're just being really resistant to this, man. I can go there. It's a simple definition.
I'm talking
Go
just
ahead.
to kind of flesh this stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be argumentative.
Me neither, man. You know what? That ain't even worth it. I really kind of like you, man. You're pretty cool.
So let's say you went on the property. You were on that porch, right? And I contacted you and I said, hey, the homeowner gave me a call and they want you trespassed from here. What would that look like from your end? How would you
Treason.
react?
Look like
You would say
treason
it's treasonous
from my
to
end.
get trespassed from that.
Yeah, if you would follow through with that, you're absolutely under the color of law, acting as a treasonous.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. I mean, like if that's your position, like that's your position.
It is.
Stuff.
Hi.
Hey, this is my sergeant.
Are you the sergeant?
Might as well get
I'm
some
Jamie.
right now, sergeant.
Oh, it's all right. I'd like to talk to her if she's going to talk, and then we'll take the card at any time, whenever.
You said your name's Jamie?
Jamie, yes.
Hi, Jamie. I'm Sergeant Hoover.
Hi, Herb Hoover. It's been a misunderstanding, I guess, is how we're all kind of characterizing this.
Okay. So, why don't you tell me where you see it as the misunderstanding?
Yeah, there's just I was actually just telling him it's a fairly easy to understand if you guys will just take it in. You know what I mean? The Supreme Court has ruled that any area reasonably expected for the public to enter that area is public. There is no public-private, and it can't be private if it's public. So my point being is there wasn't a gate. There wasn't any signage that say private drive. This appears to be a public street, and even if it isn't, we were reasonably expected to enter this property right here, just like anyone else. I've seen tons of other cars, just like you did. You didn't need any special accommodation to get in here, and neither did I. So that's what it would require for this to be actually private.
So, right here is the roadway, and you're saying to enter in? You're able to enter in.
So it's public.
Right here, yes, but we're trying to figure that out. But we have an ordinance where recreational vehicles, and you can find it on our county webpage, can't be used to camp in.
Yeah, we're not camping.
Okay.
We won't do that.
But so, what is your plan then?
What do you mean? We're just standing here.
Okay. So,
We can stand here as long as we want, right, or no?
Well, so my question is you can't stay overnight.
We can stand here overnight.
No, well,
Sure we can.
Your vehicle cannot stay
Yeah.
here.
Why not?
Because that,
County ordinance.
Tell me, can I see that ordinance, please? Because I'm unclear. We can't stand here?
I just tried to explain it to you. It's on our county webpage. The deputy has it pulled up. She can give you the county webpage and tell you exactly where to pull it up. But
Okay.
it does say that it can't be used to camp. And if you're saying you're not camping,
We're not camping, though.
So
Hey,
what are
Jamie,
you
I'm
doing?
gonna step away real quick.
We're just standing here. I've already answered that question.
I'm gonna
We're
go
standing
get it
in the
verbatim.
vehicle.
I'm just gonna go get that county ordinance.
Thank
verbatim
you.
So I can just read it off to you verbatim.
And
okay?
I hope you get a position higher than the one you're in. You're super duper, man.
And Jamie, so you're gonna stand here all night? You're not gonna sleep?
No.
Why?
Well, because I'm working.
Well, what's your job? I didn't
Well,
know that.
it's this. I have to make this video now. I have to work on this all night now because you guys came out here. And before you showed up, I was working on a different police video.
Okay.
And I called a mayor a few minutes ago and left a message for the mayor of freaking Pennsylvania town. Like, we're working, dude. We're journalists. We're in here doing our job. This is legal.
Okay.
We should be able to stand on the sidewalk even. I should be able to park up here, stand up here, and do my journalistic job. I see all kinds of Channel 9, Channel 7, and everybody doing it.
So whatever this company, wherever their property
We won't
is,
touch their property, man.
you cannot be on. And
I
they
won't
are
touch
working-
that property.
Okay. Wherever their property is and wherever it begins, you cannot be on. And they are working on it overnight.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, not overnight. They are working on it this morning. They went and contacted the district manager, and he's working on putting up signs and everything like that.
For his property.
Yep.
Right. So the public property, is this street public?
That's what we're trying to figure out. But what I do know is what Deputy Tucker went to go get is the ordinances. There is no overnight camping.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I got a place to go to, man. I'm just sitting here doing my job.
Okay.
Like,
I guess if you have a place to go to, and we weren't up here, what job were you doing?
I just told you.
Well, we weren't up here, so you're working on another
Journalistic
Okay.
journalistic
Why-
integrity story and police integrity story.
Okay.
He's gonna read
Jamie,
it to you.
you ready?
Yeah.
All right. RVs and trailers are not allowed to park on a public roadway for more than 72 hours within a 7-day period.
Okay.
Right? Or be used as overnight accommodations on public property where not otherwise permitted. Okay, so can you kind of see how that shapes your vehicle being here as an overnight accommodation for you and your girlfriend
Yeah, we haven't been here overnight.
creates a violation.
Well, I guess you guys are going to have to come back in the morning then, because we haven't been here overnight.
We saw you here last time, Jamie.
That we left. We left, though.
We're
We left.
gonna let you
We left. It's not been overnight. To the letter of the law, dumbass.
I don't know
Okay.
why you're getting violent with me.
Because you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Jamie, let's just keep it professional.
So it says to be
Okay, well then you know what? This is a street and we're standing in it. We're not camping. We're not here overnight. If you see us here in the morning, contact me again. Okay? There you
I'm
go.
gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
Go
off.
ahead.
I'm gonna read it off. for
It
you.
says overnight.
No, it says to be used as overnight accommodations. This is being used.
That would suggest that it's
as
overnight.
as an overnight accommodation. This is
But it would have to be used
this is
overnight,
used
though.
As an overnight accommodation.
It hasn't been overnight.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we have a disagreement about the interpretation of this county ordinance.
That's right.
We're
We
kind
do.
of- Jamie, we're kind of at an impasse.
Not really. I can stand in my vehicle, yes? Not as long as I don't do it overnight, right?
Overnight accommodation. This is being used as an overnight
No, it isn't.
accommodation.
This
Now-
is being
now
used as a
here's-
work
now-
accommodation temporarily in the
Jamie,
daytime.
this is where our impasse is going to come into play.
Okay, you're going to have a hard time proving your case, buddy, because I work in this
Where do
van
we-
all the
where do we-
time.
Where do we prove cases?
Huh? In court.
In court, and I think that is where our recourse is going to exist. Is in
Why is
court.
that? We said we
It's
would
not
leave
gonna-
already.
It's not going to be here.
I want the cards and we're going to leave, I said.
It's already.
Yeah,
done.
no, I told you. I just want, I'll
So
file the
that's- so this-
1983 cases.
this is-
We'll
so
go to
this is
federal
where-
court and we'll all figure it out
This is
together,
where- so
okay?
that is where our recourse is going to be.
Perfect.
is in
I
court,
like that because
right?
we
So-
all go home safe that
so-
way,
so
man.
We're just going to. I like that last
Yeah.
part.
Now, so if I move my van up there,
It's still on a public roadway.
but it's not overnight though. We moved.
It's being used as an overnight.
It isn't
accommodation.
though.
It is being used as an overnight.
So you're
accommodation.
saying we can't exist in Lakewood?
We have an articulable. We have an.
They're
articulable,
basically, from what I understand, you're saying RVs cannot exist in Lakewood
This is not a Lakewood.
or Jefferson
This is a
County.
county ordinance. This is-
So
this
you
is
don't want
unincorporated
RVs
Jefferson
in Jefferson County?
We do not want RVs being used. Like that's what the ordinance says.
We never use this thing overnight. We've never used this overnight.
Okay, so that is something for us to argue on both sides in our.
No, I mean, you're flat out wrong. What are you talking about? You just read the thing twice. It says overnight accommodation. If I've never used it overnight.
Jamie, of course you think I'm wrong. Of course you do. But we also think that we're right. And that's why we, like the county, is going to take you to court over this county ordinance, and you are going to be able to argue your side.
That's fine.
And we're going to present our side.
I'll present
Right?
my side.
So I like what you
It
said
seems like a
before. I
waste
like
to
what you
me,
said before.
honestly, but I'll do that.
Of
I'll
course
drag
you would.
this out to
Of
the
course
up
you would
teeth
think it's a waste.
proportions,
You
dude.
think that you're in the right.
No, I don't think it's a waste. I'm going to be proven right here, and I'm confident. So you guys do whatever you feel like your ego or whatever you want to do, but really it's treason. What it really is treason. We're really just here living as free people, and we really have the government here taking our freedoms away. That's what we really have. You're really just treasonous.
So I think that's what's going to happen here, Jamie.
What's that?
I think there's going to be a county ordinance violation.
Okay.
And you guys are going to receive that. You're going to receive a court date and everything like that.
Okay.
And you're going to have your day in court.
I love
We'll
it.
argue your side.
I love it.
And we'll argue our side.
They're never gonna.
and
This
then
is
we'll
never
just-
gonna see court. You know that, right?
I
I'm gonna tell you exactly how this is gonna go.
I appreciate
Your
your
Honor,
confidence.
we would like to request that this case be dismissed in the best interest of justice. That's what the prosecutor of your county is gonna say. That's what the state prosecutor is gonna say.
Interesting. I'll
That's what the
find
prosecutor
out.
is gonna say. I'll record it. I'll bring the tape back to you. You can follow my channel, man. You can see it.
What is your channel name?
It's you know what? My channel is dark. It's Savvy Dad right now.
Savvy Dad. with
Savvy
two
Dad,
V's?
because I'm really savvy about these things.
Fair enough.
And I protect my child with knowledge about the law.
Nice. You have kids?
I protect my child with knowledge about the law. So
That would imply.
It does imply that I have
I'm
kids.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm not like prying into your life. or
no, it's
anything like
good. I think that the ticket's a little bit excessive, but I'll take it. I mean, I really like this. I want the ticket, actually. I'm going to sue the fuck out of all you guys.
that. Okay.
I want the ticket. Yeah, I want the ticket.
I can't. Once again, I can't hear.
But I said I was going to leave, though. So you shouldn't be writing a ticket, I don't think.
Well, no. If it's used, then the violation has occurred for the county ordinance, where we would talk about leaving and stuff like that. That would relate to like trespassing and stuff. But
Oh, you're
that's-
talking about the use
but
for...
that's that's
They're
a-
talking
that's
about
a-
this
that's a-
ordinance
that's a-
that
that's a
sounds like you
foregone.
can't have an RV or in a public roadway in Jefferson County, Colorado. No, so that's repugnant. There's no way that that's lawful. There's no way that's lawful, dude. We have the right to live and travel. And we have an RV. We own this. This is our private property, and the state of Colorado doesn't have the right to tell us what to do with our property.
I understand that that's your position, but you want.
It's a constitutional position. It's been a position for a long time, buddy.
I used the word impasse, right? Is that we're kind of at an impasse.
We are. You're right.
So, Jamie, we're just gonna keep.
What's that?
We're just gonna keep cooperating on this.
Yep.
I don't want there to be any more.
No. I'm fully cooperative,
You
man.
haven't given me any problems so far. I just don't want any problems going forward.
Yeah, no, we're not giving you any problems, man.
Just for my safety and all that stuff. Is there any weapons in the car, in the vehicle, or anything like that?
Nope, I'm a peaceful person.
I think we're gonna stop answering questions
you can
now.
hear that. You can hear that.
Yeah, he couldn't hear you
Yeah,
earlier
you
though.
couldn't hear me earlier. Noted for the record.
But I'm gonna keep my hands up for you, all right?
Jamie, I appreciate that.
I don't want to get hurt. You've been great, Tucker.
I don't want to get hurt either.
Okay. This is ridiculous, huh, guys? I'm gonna put them on my phone so we know where all my hands are. Both hands are on my phone, guys. Tucker's right here. He's been super. I trust him a little, at least. I trust him better than these other guys.
Halfway.
Yep. He's been great. He's been really great, actually.
You guys like, share, subscribe, spread the word, spread the love like wildfire.
Are you still
And
live?
also,
Yeah.
How many viewers do you have?
doesn't matter.
There's 300 eyes watching.
300.
Yeah,
Wow.
a public forum.
No, we can't leave now because we are issuing her a ticket for the recreational vehicle. And
Okay.
saying that. So we're writing her a ticket right now.
Okay.
Jamie Bates, though, is not getting a ticket right now.
Okay.
So not to issue him a ticket.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear that?
I did.
Yeah,
And what was-
but he's going to give you a ticket, but not me. You own the vehicle, so they're writing you a ticket for having this vehicle in Jefferson County.
So, ma'am, you'll be receiving a ticket tonight for the county ordinance violation. Okay.
I didn't violate anything.
I understand that. That's your position.
I hold you guys
I
are prejudiced.
Ma'am, I understand that that's your position.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, your recourse is going to be with the courts.
So we could stay here now, right?
Yep.
We've already got
Thank
the
you.
ticket.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what's going to happen, Jamie.
All right. Yeah. No, we're going to leave. We said we would leave.
We'll
Okay.
cross that bridge when we
I was
get there.
asking, though.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, and then we'll. But I don't believe that you're going to be able to stay here tonight. Is my understanding.
So we can't stay in Jefferson County.
Well, no. If you do, you want me to read that ordinance again?
Yeah, because I can't understand it.
That's totally fine. Yeah. So
It says that we can't have this vehicle in Jefferson County, right?
no. It says, or be used as an overnight accommodation on public property where not otherwise permitted. So, example of public property where it would be permitted would be like a campground, right? So that's
Well, that's private property.
no. Jefferson County owns campgrounds.
Oh,
You see what I mean? So that's public
but
property.
how do you get to the campground if you can't have this vehicle in Jefferson County?
No, you absolutely. Your vehicle is legal to have on the roadways of Jefferson County.
That's what we were doing tonight.
No. Your vehicle is being used as an overnight accommodation.
But it's not, though.
On the road.
We already told you it's not, though.
But we believe that it is. I understand that.
That's horrible.
I understand that.
Well, your
position
belief
that it
is
not.
incorrect.
I understand that.
His body camera, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
His body camera sticks through his shirt, guys, or something. That is neat.
It's mounted inside of my vest.
That is neat.
That is cool.
It's actually our body cams are just. Do you want me to take it out and show you? It's
No, well,
It's just a. It's
yeah,
just a phone.
I would rather it stay on and stuff.
So
Oh, that's
It
neat.
stays on and everything. It's just a phone. That
What?
inside of it.
What? That's cool,
so
man.
cool.
Tucker, you know what, man? I really hope that you do get a better position, and I hope you never quit. We need you out there, man.
Yeah,
You're doing a
cool
great job, man.
So like I said,
Thumbs
like
up.
I said, I understand that it's your position that like I just want things to be clear, and I want you guys to be educated about the ordinance going forward because I don't want you to get jammed up again. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen again because I'll tell you, the ordinance is repugnant to the law. It's repugnant to the Constitution.
So it might happen again.
It will happen for a few more years until we beat it, and then it won't anymore.
And that's
Yeah.
just how it'll be. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys cooperating.
It takes both of us. I need you to know that, man. We're the checks and balances, you know?
Yeah.
You're the check, I'm the balance,
I
dude.
appreciate you guys being as cooperative as you have been on this whole thing because sometimes we do have some of these where
Well,
things go
people
south.
have to be peaceable.
Absolutely.
That's the only requirement of the people.
Yeah, no.
The only requirement is to be peaceable.
I want you to have some more light, too, so you can see that we're...
You know, if I can't interact with you guys in a peaceable way, then you know what are we doing here, right? We're just fighting, and I don't want us to. We may be opposed on this, right? We may be at an impasse on this, but that doesn't mean we actually have to resort to.
That's why you're beautiful. That's why you're beautiful, man.
So,
That's why you're beautiful.
So they're gonna write that out and everything like that. We're just gonna be here, and just to be clear, since they are writing that out and everything like that, you guys like are not free to go. and
Sure.
Drive off that.
No, we're not going to try to drive off.
These are over here.
I appreciate
Oh,
that.
that's
Thank
just-
you so much. That vehicle's off. I'm not too worried about that. Just
Yeah,
clear.
I would replace all the officers with you right now,
Yeah.
dude. I would.
Well,
There's a
You're one of the
couple
best
them-
I've ever talked to, man.
Yeah, there's a couple of them on your force right now that
Yeah.
are very unprofessional, in my humble 1A opinion.
And we can discuss. We'll discuss that internally after the fact and everything, and we'll just.
There was comments.
What would be
made-
great would be to anonymously interview you. You wouldn't be maybe at some other time, maybe a wink, wink. We could do an anonymous interview or something.
No, I pretty much only concern myself with law enforcement when I'm in uniform.
Okay.
I'm not too concerned with
We
that
keep
stuff.
trying. We keep trying. You know, one day I'm going to get somebody who wants to talk.
There's enough disgruntled one of us.
Yeah, we'll find one day that'll say it all,
sure.
spill it all.
Yeah.
enough disgruntled cops in the world, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Unfortunately.
the plate's from Idaho.
It is.
Is that where it's just? I don't know how registration works in other places because I know some people just register to like PO boxes and stuff like that. Are you guys? I'm just asking, where are you guys from? Where are you guys from originally? Where are you guys born? Where did you guys live?
I'm
raised,
from
all
my mother.
Originally, she's from her mother.
that? That's a true statement for pretty much everybody.
I grew up in Las Vegas, man. I've lived out here for like 13 years.
You lived out here for 13 years.
Yeah, it was kind of my anti-drug, to be honest. Colorado's so beautiful and the people are nice.
What was it about? What was it about Vegas that you wanted to get out of?
Easy access to drugs, man.
Oh, jeez. I grew up in New Orleans, so I know exactly
Yeah,
what it's like.
I wanted to quit drugs, and I couldn't have done it if I would have stayed there, man.
Environment is
Nobody offers me drugs out here. That's the other thing. I like that. No one's like, hey, man, you want to get high? And I'm like,
there's a lot of people trying to make a buck out there off of selling. So it's like it's a environment's a huge thing, man. When it comes to beating that substance.
absolutely, man. I would not have been able to do it. Everybody would have been giving me stuff, and
I like that, Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're doing well.
13 years, man. 13 years haven't.
13 years?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it was like some angel held off the stress of it all.
Well, that's honestly that's really really encouraging to hear.
It can happen. I lived on. Here's the thing too. I did live on the streets for 13 years, man. I just got off. The whole time I was sober, I was a functional drug addict, but I was a dysfunctional sober person.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't make it, man.
You have to figure out life as a sober person.
I had to figure it all out, man.
Because they each have their own challenges, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Dude, if it was just you, I wouldn't even be recording. You know that? Like, I don't think we even need to record this guy, honestly. What do you guys think?
Entitled to record regardless of whether
What do you guys think?
Thank you.
What do you guys think about him?
I call it filming. Recording sounds weird.
It just sounds like it's.
I call it filming, even though it's not film technically. But I'm a Gen Xer, so
I think why I say recording is because whenever I inform somebody that my body cam is on, I always say, and just to let you know this is being recorded, like this is being recorded on audio and video. You're like, I say recorded.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
think that's why I always.
They're mad. They are so mad at you guys right now, man. They are furious. There are some pretty bad comments in here right
you're
now.
gonna get some repercussions, possibly, over the phone, over the telephone.
Yep.
Why y'all
That's
acting
how it
like
goes
that?
sometimes.
Just heads up.
This is Jefferson County, guys, not Lakewood. It's the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. But if you guys do call, what's your name one more time?
Deputy Tucker.
Deputy Tucker has been
Deputy Tucker.
the best officer I've ever talked to, kind of, in a lot of ways.
He wasn't so bad, but there was 2 or 3 of them that was a little, in my humble opinion, unprofessional and extremely.
Well, what I notice about Tucker is that you have professionalism, you have treated me with dignity and respect, and you have not escalated. I haven't seen you do anything that was uncalled for, like excessively escalating anything.
We did ask for cards from each of these guys before I got in here. I have as yet to get any cards. I want to be noting for the record.
She just wants her cards,
making
man.
a permanent record here.
I can kind of hear what you're saying.
She just wants cards from everyone. She asked. She's a little upset she didn't get them.
I think it's rude and unprofessional.
How about at the end of this? We just see what cards you have, and then determine which cards you guys don't have, because you're gonna need 2 of each, right?
Yeah.
She only has yours.
You only have my.
I had your card and
The female.
I need the female's card. No, I got.
She yelled at you that she gave it to you.
3 female deputies. How about at the end of this, we kind of look at all the cards and then just determine what you guys have, what you guys don't have.
But just so I understand this correctly, though, when we leave here, if we go anywhere in Jefferson County besides a campground, you guys are going to continue to harass us. Do your job.
Not harass. You could be cited for this county ordinance
Again.
Even though we're in here working.
What was that?
We're working in here.
No, we believe that it's being used as an overnight accommodation, and
Tyranny.
that's going to be articulated in our report for the violation.
Even though we're editing film, even though we're editing.
Ma'am, that's your position,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And so if your position is that, like, we've heard what you've said.
Uh-huh.
Frankly, we are going to maintain the position that we have, and then your point of recourse for that is going to be.
So, check this out, though, real quick. So I pull over there, and I get gas at Circle K. One of your sheriff's deputies can come over while I'm talking. Hold on. No, you're right. According to what you read, he could come over and say, I believe you're using this as an overnight accommodation
If he believes
in Jefferson County.
If he believes that your vehicle is parked there for use as overnight accommodation, Yes, that is what the county ordinance.
Yeah,
states.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
so
so-
they can
so
pull
even
you
if-
over.
so
If
even
you
if
stop
it's a
at the
pickup-
light, he can say that you were using this as an overnight accommodation.
Hold on. So even if it's a pickup truck or a Tesla,
No,
oh, just an RV.
just RVs and trailers, he said. The horrible part is that opens it up for officers to just stop RVs and say,
Yeah.
you are using this as an overnight accommodation. I'm going to write you a ticket.
Yep. It sure does.
I'm a jerk.
In that case, I would say that it would depend on what the officer is able to articulate. Let's say that.
Well, anytime I stop this vehicle, an officer could articulate that we're using this as an overnight accommodation.
That's right.
I don't think that would make it. I would not do that.
I know you wouldn't.
I would not be able to articulate that.
Well, you just say it just like I just said. I believe you're using this as as an overnight accommodation. That's how you articulate it.
Hey, thank
No,
you
that's
for
just
climbing
one sentence.
aboard,
Oh,
Lady Justice.
I would hope that I would be able to.
Vlogging America.
There probably
Lady
have been some
J,
instances in which I've
1A.
been able to articulate something in one sentence, but I would hope that there would be more than I believe.
yeah.
Like, because articulable.
You wouldn't believe some of the things that we have encountered, bro. That they will just say anything, man.
Okay.
Won't they?
Yeah.
I'm not putting that on you because obviously I've already said I like you. I don't think you've done that. But we have, and I've been to jail numerous times for stuff that's not illegal too. Like,
Okay.
I don't have to give you my social security number if I'm being arrested, if you're giving me a ticket or if you're contacting me. That's not obstruction. Obstruction is a physical act.
Yep.
But if an officer thinks that not giving my social security number is obstructing his job, he'll take me to jail for that.
Yeah, that could occur.
But obstruction is a physical act, though.
No.
It is, though. See?
Obstruction can be a refusal to I don't know, identify, refusal,
But
something like that.
But that's not correct. I'm sorry. Obstruction is a physical act.
Looks like we have another.
You need to look into that. That's what I'm trying to tell you is these officers, if they think something, they'll say something and they'll just take you to jail. Like they'll say anything.
It's not necessarily correct.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily correct.
What are they doing?
Well, I want to move along with my evening.
Yeah, I feel like the
move
Fourth
along.
Amendment, we're getting kind of close to how long it should have probably taken to do the
Yep.
job. So let's move it along, guys, or it's harassment.
Yep.
That would be another point for you to bring up in court.
Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you.
What do you guys think? Has it taken longer to do this? Is this a Fourth Amendment violation?
CBHD.
How long do you think they can hold us for a ticket?
Colorado government. CBHD 92.
Yeah, the Fourth Amendment actually covers how long you guys can stop
Yeah.
someone
I
and
think it's 20
deal with
minutes.
them for.
20 minutes.
Depending on the violation, yes.
Yep. Well, nobody robbed the
6
bank
sheriffs,
here.
man.
Yeah, you got 6 sheriffs here. What a horrible.
So, and I just want to point this out.
waste
So,
of taxpayer
campsites are really expensive.
Mhm.
So if somebody had an RV and they one night couldn't afford a campsite, they're in violation of a Jefferson County ordinance if they just kind of like park at Walmart or something.
No, Walmart's private property.
But it says if you suspect, it says that you can say other private property. The law you read,
No, you want to read it again?
please, because I remember it saying that in other places too, it said. Other places where it's not permitted.
Do you mind if we write down the number of that too? Because I want to
Or
look
be
it up.
used as overnight accommodations on public property where not otherwise permitted.
Where not otherwise permitted. Oh, you're right. I did misunderstand that.
Yeah, no worries.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, like, hey, it's our job is engineering, education, and enforcement. So education is part of it. So
Yeah, just like our
honestly,
job
I
is
wanted you guys to
education,
drive
too.
away with a better understanding of it, so that so that you guys can possibly prevent being jammed up over this kind of stuff.
It sounds like I literally can't park on Jefferson County streets. Or else any Jefferson County deputy could say, that's an overnight accommodation. I'm writing you a ticket.
what is it, 1:30 in the morning? Yeah.
Well, I pulled up here at 9:45, so I further illustrate that this is not an overnight thing.
It's being used. That's our thing.
Right.
That's our position. Yeah.
So what do you guys think, man? Is that a good law or what? That's repugnant or what? Jefferson County, they're reading the ordinance right now.
Hey, Wicked West. Fabulous having you aboard
300
with Lady Justice.
300 people.
300 eyes, I said.
Hey,
I like to make it sound like more.
150 people, maybe like 160 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, I always make it sound like more, man. Oh, 300 eyes.
Yourself, Jamie, I appreciate
You like that, huh?
I had 300 eyes.
When you're in court, you can use that one and go, we had 10 eyes watching this guy, man. We had 10 eyes on him.
That was good. I appreciate that.
Why'd the light go out? I did have the light on so you could see and feel more comfortable and everything.
No, I checked out the vehicle. You guys say there aren't any weapons.
No.
Like that, and,
No,
we're good.
you can look around and stuff. We're not worried. I'm a nice guy. We wouldn't keep weapons in here because weapons hurt people, and I like life. I don't like hurting nobody.
Again, let's be clear. He does not own this vehicle.
It ain't mine either.
So he cannot give you permission.
Okay.
Only I can.
And
So thank you very much. And I'm not giving no permissions for nothing.
Better watch out. They'll go, we believe that you're using this as an overnight accommodation, so we can do this and we can do that.
That's okay. I'm a journalist. I stand strong and proud on the first, and especially on press.
I feel like it's all unreasonable. Does anybody else in the chat agree
very
with me that
unreasonable.
this is unreasonable? We told them that we're not using this as an overnight accommodation. I think we're on a public street. They have not made that clear yet.
They certainly haven't made that really clear.
So we're in public or else we wouldn't be getting the ticket, right?
No. The public and private property thing is the reason why the trespass issue is
Over.
behind us, right?
Right. We're in public. The street is public. That's why you can get a ticket for having your
because
overnight accommodation in public.
the asphalt here
That's crazy.
is public, right? The concrete, the sidewalk that you see here, that's the delineating line.
So you guys hear this, right? So we can go from private property to private property, but if we stop for a second on a Jefferson County roadway, and one of their deputies could come up and say that we're using this as an overnight accommodation and take our IDs and write us tickets and whatever else he wants to do.
That's completely your
It's a
speculation.
media
on how the law
van.
could be enforced.
It's a media van.
Yeah.
It's always been known as a media van.
Here they come. I want to. Just gonna ask for your signature.
She might come up to your side.
I'm gonna pull down the blind for her so she doesn't.
Would you mind doing that? And that way she can hand you your stuff. Thank you. She's just turning it on so she can roll down the window.
Can you hold this for a
Yeah,
second?
I'll hold that.
Here we go.
On. Now with the two cameras, I got 600 eyes watching, man.
I have 300 eyes. And I was like,
So this is an ordinance violation. It's for $50 for having this vehicle on a public roadway.
300 eyes.
that's used for
Because I always think 300
recreation,
sets of eyes.
So I'm citing you for that. You can sign here admitting guilt that you'll pay it, or your signature also just means that you'll appear in court. So it doesn't mean that you have to pay it, but your court date would be October 15th of 2024. So
Yeah,
this
we're
year.
gonna at the end here. We're
So
gonna
you can sign
we're
right
gonna
here,
determine
and then
whose
you'll get a
business
copy
cards
of
they
this.
need, and
October
I'll go ahead
20.
and collect them.
October
They're gonna want
15th.
Hey, man.
each of them one.
Okay.
And I gotta apologize to her first.
So I have to sign it regardless.
You don't have to. You can refuse, but I'll just write
He's
refused
gonna
on there,
want
and I'll
one.
still hand you the ticket. And
Okay.
you still have to appear in court.
That's okay.
Okay.
And I do need your card and your card too, ma'am.
Yes,
I love
officer.
I love collecting your all's cards.
Officer,
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I do.
you're beautiful. I apologize for having called you names. I am truly sorry.
On a side note, I'm also from Idaho, so I love Idaho.
Okay.
What part of
I'm
Idaho?
from Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, it's so beautiful, gorgeous up there. Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
I love it. There's my card, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions for me that I can help answer for you?
I don't, other than I would like each and every other officer's card that's here.
I think everyone gave you guys their card.
They did not.
Not to her.
Not to me. I was standing back and I came inside here, so that's incorrect. I apologize.
Tucker,
for yours.
dude, can we get it again on camera?
Yeah, handshake.
Look, guys, great shake. He gave me a great shake. He was a great guy. Hey, man, I don't think we talked, but if I called you any names or anything, I'm sorry, man.
I actually didn't talk to you guys at all.
All right.
I gave my card anyways.
Thank
so
you.
Talking to them. But
Here's
appreciate
his.
Your apologies,
Okay.
sir. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you guys be safe out there.
All right, you got your paperwork, ma'am, and everything.
Yeah, she's getting me my cards.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
So
come back.
that was.
No, I'll just
very-
keep
very-
hanging out with you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Don't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Tucker, actually, man. Hope you know that.
a couple
I
of
usually
y'all-
don't work down here. I work up in the mountains.
A
If it
couple
had
of
just been
y'all
these guys, I don't know
rolled
what would have
up-
happened to us, man.
Well-
A couple of y'all rolled up really hot, like this was a top-notch criminal
Yeah,
offense. I mean,
so-
that is
so-
fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I can explain that a little bit if you'd like.
I would, please.
So the deputy and I, that we were like the second two on scene, right? Like I was like the third one, right? It's second and third one on scene. We were maybe about 2.5 miles down the road.
How about Bear Creek?
And it sounded like it was, because we can hear on the radio, it sounded like it was heated. Would you
Was
guys,
I yelling? I might have been yelling.
Would you guys agree that it was heated?
It was more intense than I wanted it to be.
I've seen a lot worse.
You've seen a lot worse, but in
I
the
have.
grand scheme of things, compared to how we're talking right now, it was probably a little bit.
It was more
elevated or
intense
like
than
that.
I would have liked for
Yeah.
it to be. When
And
he
at
called
that
me a
point-
sovereign citizen, I didn't know what that
Yeah,
meant.
Okay.
those are
And,
names that should not come out
yeah.
of your
I was
guys'
just trying to
face.
figure out what he meant.
So usually out of caution for us, we don't really know what the situation is. We don't want to ask him. We don't want to ask him things because I don't know what he's dealing with.
Right.
Our goal at that point is just
Just
get
get
here
here.
as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So if we rolled in here hot, that's why we got in here.
You've
hot
done
and everything
great,
like that.
man.
And
I
our
hope people
our
take
adrenaline
notes
might
from
be a
you,
little
man.
bit elevated whenever
Good
we
cop.
get here.
That's a
and all
good
that stuff.
cop, man. It is. He is.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Do we have everything like that? And do we have an understanding of what the ordinance is and everything like
Yeah,
that?
so if I go park on Culver's right now and sit in my van,
Culver's is
that's a
private
different law, right?
Culver's
You
is
know
private
who
property.
doesn't-
So that's trespassing
You know
then.
who usually doesn't care?
Who?
Walmart.
Walmart, she says.
Sometimes though, their security guards are very rude. Sometimes
Really?
I'll just say for the record.
Man,
I
they've
know sometimes, like, because I know people will park like kind of off in the distance in the parking lot, and they'll let them stay there for days and days and days.
Other things I'd think about, like in terms of like staying for that not permitted in public place and everything like that. Any place where like what's called dispersed camping in like the national forest and stuff like that, you're allowed to stay in dispersed camping sites in the national forest for up to 14 days at a time.
Yes,
So I know it's a little bit of a drive from where you guys are, but I know we have Pike National Forest up 285 and everything like that. You could probably find a place to camp there. You know, all that stuff. But you know, honestly, it's y'all's world. You guys.
This doesn't hurt your
guys are going
guys'
like that.
feelings. I mean, I know you're law enforcement officers, but this could have been like your grandparents and shit. Like,
What do you mean?
this,
If
I
my
mean, we're just
grandparents-
talking about people living and they have an RV and you'll pull them over and give them a ticket for that. That doesn't make you feel
So-
bad
so
about the world and the state of
There's a
affairs
lot
today.
worse
Like,
crimes there's crime, real crime.
I will
out
admit
going on
there are
in this
some
world.
laws in even the United States that I don't agree with.
that's called impartiality. You still do your job though, huh?
We still have to do our job.
Yep, we were just talking about that. Judges too. Think about it. A judge probably has to rule on things like that English judge that just recently ruled that if you post something online, they're going to arrest you. He looked nervous. He looked like, I don't want to rule this right now, but
Yeah,
they're
but
making
they
me.
have to.
Uh-huh.
All right. Have we gotten them all their paperwork and everything
Yep,
like that?
they got their
Okay.
paperwork.
Have a good
All
night,
right,
Tucker.
so-
Yeah, I hope you guys
Be
have
safe,
a good
y'all.
night. Do we have an
I'm sorry for
understanding
what I
about you
said.
guys being here, not being here?
We're leaving right
I
now.
love it.
We'll find a Walmart.
Okay.
Okay.
Jamie, ma'am,
Coal
you guys have a
mine
good
and
night. Okay.
bowls.
I might be at Planet Fitness later
Okay.
if y'all want to chat.
Coal
Well,
mine and
you also have
bowls.
our card, so if there's an emergency,
Do you know
or
where
anything like,
coal
please
mine
don't-
and
please don't
bowls
hesitate
is?
to reach
Coal
out.
You
mine
know,
and
Tucker,
bowls,
man,
I
you're pretty
don't.
amazing, dude.
All right. I hope you guys have a good night. Okay.
Yes.
Take Wads down to Bowles, turn right, go all the way down almost to C470. You'll see Walmart on the left-hand side.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Have a
You
good, safe
great
night,
evening.
man.
She was good.
I wanted to apologize to the other guy, dang it. All right, I'm going to end my stream, guys.
Yeah, you guys, I want to thank